lines of Washington State. It's a crazy liberal petri dish for the rest of the country, folks. Stay up to date with all the great news right here. Welcome to Behind the Line. Well, folks, today Jay Inslee held a press conference to start rolling out his budget proposals for next year. And so far, I suppose it could be as you would expect. He's proposing around $100 million in new expenditures and new state agencies. And the first one is the State Equity Office. Now, he's only going to fund that with $2.5 million. But this is an 8-person office that will develop and implement a 5-year equity plan for the state and assist agencies in developing their own diversity, equity, and inclusion plans. The office will create an online performance dashboard monitoring agency progress towards goals set out in their DEI plans in order to stay accountable to Washingtonians. Tell me that's not a bunch of political, bureaucratic, politician babble. $2.5 million that could be given to people who are still waiting for unemployment. The other thing he's creating is the Office of Independent Investigation, which will investigate all police use of force and to make sure that cops are being prosecuted for doing their jobs or protecting themselves against criminals, you know. And $25.6 million, I think, is what they're going to fund that office with. I mean, come on. We don't have this kind of money right now to be throwing around. And, you know, the state already investigates. They already investigate these use of force things. So you're going to, I mean, you're going to have agencies now like King County who already have their own, review board. So they're going to review it. The state's going to review it. The local prosecutor's already reviewing it. I mean, who's going to want to be a cop anymore in this state? You just got everybody working against you, looking for a reason to get you for doing your job. The last one, and probably to me the most infuriating, is this money for illegal aliens. He already had put aside, I think, $50 million or something. It was for the pandemic relief for illegals here in the last couple months. And he's also had already asked for another $22 million to go towards that. I'm not sure when that happened. Today was the first that I had heard of that. And then in this budget, he's asking for another $10 million. So it's somewhere up around $72.6 million for illegal aliens to provide them support during the pandemic so they can be paid to, be at home sick and whatever. I mean, what about the rest of us who don't have sick leave or something so we can be paid if we get sick to stay home? I mean, you've got all these actual citizens of Washington, and I get that illegals pay taxes, or, at least some pay taxes. But how about the taxpayers who are still waiting for unemployment benefits, and, you've got housing costs and everything else? All of us people who pay our taxes and pay your politician salaries, and I mean, this is insanity. We don't have this kind of money to just hand out like this to everybody, to go creating more bureaucratic BS, more state agencies, more state oversight, more pointless jobs with high-paying salaries, no doubt. This 8-person office of state equity, or whatever the hell it is. 8 people, 2.5 million. What are they making? How much are they being paid for this, Where is he going to get this extra money? We're already in the hole. The next thing that's coming is all the new taxes we get to look at for next year, all the tax increases we get to look for next year, because, none of this stuff happens for free. Somebody has to pay for it. Well, guess who gets to pay for it? All of us who are still working and still have a job, we're going to get to pay for it. All of us who own a home, we're going to get to pay for it, because they're going to no doubt raise our property taxes and do whatever else they can to squeeze every dime out of us to pay for all this crap. I don't know, the rest of the budget's coming out over the next few days, and it's scary. It's scary. I think we're already hurting financially, and he's just going to put the squeeze on us even more. So I look forward to hearing the rest of it, folks. Anyway, always good news from the state governor. I hope you all have a great night. Be safe. Oh yeah, I forgot. I just wanted to throw in there that when reporters asked Inslee how he would gauge success with all his talk of equity and, righting all the wrongs of the past and, everything that old Inslee is going to do for us, he said the way they will gauge success is by moving the arc of the moral compass of the universe forward. So Jay Inslee is the all-knowing, he is our savior. He is the second coming, I think. A lot of people think that Trump was the second coming, but I think maybe it's Jay Inslee. Anyway, have a great night, folks.